Well, so I just finished, I guess, one of my last jobs. I still have some more to do. And, but I was over here finishing up a door I did a couple days ago. And had to just kind of button up a couple things and get a couple extra pieces of trim. Holy cow. Hold on 1 second, guys. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, a little better. So I also got to get a new phone because where the camera is a little scratched up, so you see all this hazy stuff coming here. But yeah, I finished up the door, and he's like a psychiatrist on what exactly profession, I don't know. And I didn't tell him this about me, but we had over the past few days a multitude of conversations. We talked a little bit of politics. He's a very religious person, so I talked a lot about, religion and my idea of what religion is or should be. And, we get along, it's like we have the same idea pretty much on what, there's something rolling around behind me. I apologize for the noise. But anyways, we got into a conversation. So once everything's done, I was like, you know what? I was like, just for fun, what would it cost for you to kind of diagnose me? He says, I'm not going to diagnose you. You can't be diagnosed. And the way he worded it, I think is one of the best things I've ever heard in my life. Is he said that if the umbrella of normalcy, how did he, what word he said, if the bell curve or the umbrella of the normal, he said a word, normalcy. I can't say that word, guys. Anyways, he said, if you're normal, you have an umbrella. See, I done screwed it up, damn it. Anyway, he said, if normalcy is an umbrella, I'd be standing in the rain. That's what he said. So I was like, that's awesome. But he said there's nothing that I couldn't say that I don't already know about myself. He said I'm a very well-grounded and very self-aware person, which I would tend to think that I know more about me than anybody else. But see, I never really told him that I actually studied psychology, and not to the extent that I'm a professional at it. But I've read books, I've dabbled, I've studied a little bit of Socrates and Nietzsche and, and the whole theory of nihilism and, a little bit of Sun Tzu or Sun Tzu or however you say it, his name is, as far as the more of the Eastern philosophies and, and again, I've studied a lot about religions across the world, and I have a very centrist view of a lot of things in life. So, case in point. I watch Fox News and CNN. Them are the two big ones. MSNBC is kind of a little too out there for me. I mean, I still watch some of their stories and see how they present things, and not many people do this. But I sit there and I was watching the Fox News and this whole thing about, how the FBI raid, they had orders to shoot on sight and they were trying to kill Trump and everything else. And I'm like, no. And I'm in the wrong lane. Shit. Well, I guess I'm turning. I don't think he's going to let me over. But I was sitting there, and this is in one of the videos, the one I had to delete. So, but it's, they actually came out today and they said, hey, the warrant where they went into Biden was the same exact wording as the warrant whenever they went into the Mar-a-Lago at Trump. Which I already knew this. I already knew that pretty much all the raids have what's called CYA boilerplate stuff. So this is all, so in case there's a shootout, in case there's a situation, they have a directive that they're supposed to follow, that is approved by the FBI as standard procedure. Now, what isn't standard is the fact that they use SWAT and everything else to raid his, situation, his place in Mar-a-Lago to begin with. That is the unprecedented. That is the shock and awe. Not the fact that they had some wording in a warrant. Because any warrant's going to say pretty much the same thing. Now, would it be smart to take it out of it, both for him and Biden? Probably. You know, it's not like they're out there, you know, they're not hood rats. They're not out there, you know, well, depending on who you talk to. If you talk to the left, then Trump's a criminal. If you talk to the right, then Biden's a criminal. So, yeah. But no, I sit here and I watch Fox and CNN, and I honestly try to see what the two sides, how they talk about the same thing in a completely different light. So, in other words, when I do talk about politics, I'm going to try to explain what both sides are kind of, you know, yelling about. And then, you know, I'll give you what my opinion is. If you like it, great. If not, then that's great too. You know, I'm not fearful of someone hating me. You know, I already fully understand that most people I run into really don't like me. And if they do like me, there's a time limit, and then all of a sudden I say something that I don't even know what pissed them off, and then they don't want to talk to me no more, or they hate me, or whatever, you know. I have a friend that all of a sudden will not call me back. She's not talking to me, so I guess I pissed her off, and, you know, I have no idea what I said, but obviously I said something to piss her off, and she don't want to talk to me anymore, you know. Does that hurt my feelings? A little bit. You know, I don't ever go out of my way to try to hurt someone's feelings or to, you know, belittle anybody or anything like that. I mean, there's times I joke around, and I probably don't joke around the right way. You know, my sense of humor is very tilted, you know, compared to what other people think are funny. I mean, I grew up on, you know, South Park, Simpsons, and Married with Children. You know, I did not have a wholesome upbringing. So, but then again, look at the kids that are getting raised with the Kardashians and, you know, all these abusive women on the, you know, the cackle fest on daytime television. So, you know, who got the better life? Hell, I don't know. Sorry, pretty girl had to look. Pretty much I got no more jobs until Saturday, but I'm still going to be working. I got to go and, you know what I did? I messed up. Like, I screwed up big time. So the storage units that I bought last Saturday, and today's Thursday, I forgot to clean them out. So I called him yesterday. I was like, I am so sorry. And, you know, I've known him, so he's kind of okay with it. I'm sure he's not happy about it, but he says just, you know, when you can. So that's where I'm going right now, is to hook up the trailer and go clean out the other ones, and I'll probably make another video of the second locker that y'all haven't seen yet. So, but yeah, I completely forgot about it, and they called me talking about an auction they're going to have coming up soon, and they're saying there's some really good lockers there, which, you know, whether they're good or not, they said they're full, so they could be full of treasures or full of shit, but we'll see what happens. So, and I'm not even 100% sure I'm going to go to the auction just because of how much stuff is on my plate. But he did say that he would give extra time because they're that full. And I don't know what that means. But, you know, I might go, I might not. I'm kind of on the fence right now. So, now I do have a question for you. There's no sense in me making another channel right now, but I do have other channels that I've already created, and I'm kind of got them set aside. So once this one becomes monetized, and I can pick and choose a couple of different aspects of what I can do. But I have some ideas, and I'd like kind of your feedback on just which direction I should go in. But should I talk about a very centrist view of politics and world events, or should I do kind of like a man on the street doing interviews with random people, which I'm really interested in getting in conversations and recording them, but I also have to make sure that legally I can do that, because I guess I got to get approval from the person or whatever, and I don't know if it has to be signed or if it can be recorded. So or should I talk about, like, my thoughts on different movies, like was it Siegel and Ebert or whatever the hell their names is, the thumbs up and thumbs down shit, because I thought about doing like movie reviews and kind of like, different reviews of different things that, like, I don't know, I'm just kind of thinking of different things that just, because I don't have enough stuff in my life right now. And all this is probably going to be next year after I get rid of the doors. So, but if you have some crazy idea, or maybe do a car channel to where I go and do stupid stuff with vehicles, because I'm really good at doing that too. Buy them, blow them up, wreck them, jump them, turn a car into a truck or a truck into a car, because I guess that's the thing that we're doing now. See what it identifies as. But yeah, it just, I'm thinking about some ideas for the future, and just, but I'm really interested on the people who are watching my videos. My personality, kind of how I am. I'm kind of a mix between a shitstorm and a dumpster fire, with a little bit of comedy in there. But I kind of want to know what your opinions are. So, and the month of mayhem did not go anywhere the way I thought it would. So I do want to tell you, like, for June and July, I am going to see about contracting maybe 2 or 3 door jobs, but it's going to be hot as hell, so I'm not trying to get out here and, bust my ass. But I am going to be concentrating a lot more on getting the shop set up, getting the warehouse. It's all, right now I'm all about just getting things organized. I'm actually feeling really good about going to the warehouse, getting things, set and cleaned up and emptying boxes. Hell, I found $52 in cash cleaning out a couple of boxes where I had, stuff in my truck, and I cleaned my truck out, put it all in a tote, and just set it aside, and completely forgot about it. I'm sitting there going through this tote. I was like, oh, this is a truck clean out. Because sometimes my truck just gets overloaded, and I'll just throw it all in the tote and set it aside and say I'll get to it later, and, I guess now it's finally later. Anyways, I'm going to go hook up the trailer. I'm going to go empty off the storage units. I got to clean out my truck. And then tonight and tomorrow, I'm going to be concentrating on building doors for next week. And I sold another door today for $1,800, so that's a good thing. They got a hell of a deal too. They went to Lowe's. I'm going to ask them what the doors that they were looking at, how much they were. But I know that most of the doors that they were looking at, like what I sold them, they run anywhere from, $2,000 to $5,000. So I'm really curious on what the numbers were of the ones they were looking at the store. So, plus I want to make some like informative videos and some time lapse of me building doors, and just me being me, having fun with life, and and next month I'm going to try to make a little bit of a trip. I'll probably do it in Chaos, just because it has the 2 seats and it has air conditioning. So, but next month I'm going to try to take like 4 or 5 days and go on a little trip down south. There's a 45% chance I'm going to get in a little bit of trouble. So I shouldn't, but where I'm going, what I'm planning on doing, I'm not going to say 50-50, but there's a 45% chance police may be involved. So, and of course, telling you now would ruin the surprise, which I'm not going to do. So, and I do have a couple of videos lined up for you that I'm just trying to get finalized. I got a elephant painting that I want to tell you guys a story on, and a personal story of some of the things that influenced me as a child, and some of the things that, on the way I think about particular topics. I really want to sit down and kind of just put it out in the universe for you guys to, either enjoy, ponder, or, another reason to hate me. So, but anyways, I still got a bunch of stuff to do. It's hot. I got no air conditioning. And I'm going to go find some water somewhere. Peace, love, money. I'm out.